We're going to take a look at finding the difference quotient for a linear equation. The difference quotient, as you may have read in your book, is a way to find how quickly the value of a function is changing between one input and the next. We have a function f of x is equal to negative 2x plus 3, and we want to know how quickly that's going to change if we change the input from some number x, and we take x and maybe bump it up a little bit or bump it down a little bit and see what new value that we get. So in the difference quotient, there's three pieces that we need to be aware of. We have f of x plus h, the original f of x, and this value h. So the first thing we're going to have to do is gather these three pieces. Now we already know what f of x is because that's given to us in the original equation. We're going to need to calculate f of x plus h. And we do that by taking our original function, and wherever there's an x, we're going to substitute instead the x plus h, because we're actually taking x and adding some little number to it in order to get a new input. And let's simplify that. So we have negative 2x, and here I'm just using the distributive property, minus 2h plus 3. And that's f of x plus h. There's nothing we can do to simplify that anymore, so that's what we've got to work with. Now we're going to go back to our original difference quotient equation, and we've got all of the pieces that we need. We're going to start with f of x plus h, which is the quantity that we just found, negative 2x minus 2h plus 3, and then we need to subtract that f of x. So we're going to go back to our original f of x and subtract it. Negative 2x plus 3, and remember that whole thing has to go over h. Now let's do a little simplifying. We can distribute that negative sign. So we have negative 2x minus 2h plus 3, and now we get a plus 2x minus 3 all over h. And once again, we want to do some simplifying, see if we can simplify that expression on the top. And we definitely see we have some like terms that we can combine. We have a negative 2x and a positive 2x, and when you add those together, they go to 0. We have a plus 3 and a minus 3, and again, adding those together goes to 0. So now let's rewrite what we've got left. And all we've got left is negative 2h on the top, and we've got our h on the bottom. We can cancel the h's to end up with negative 2. And that's the answer.